Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Wednesday evening. Welcoming you to the November 12th, 2025 Vinyltreasure show here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. I was messing around with my screen because I couldn't get to the into the chat type there, so that was kind of ticking me off here. But welcome to the Vinyltreasure show. You like Johnny G's test look here. This isn't an official, this is like a play hat. This isn't really an original Vincent van Gogh. But anyway, just seeing how it looks. If it looks okay, folks, then maybe Johnny G will be sporting these hats soon enough. But welcome to the All 60's edition of the Vinyltreasure show. Soul Records here from 9 to midnight. And I want to thank you all for tuning in, those of you on YouTube and also on the Oldies and More stream. We opened up tonight's show with a request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat. And finally found this 45 down in the no humidity basement. We opened up with jazz keyboardist on the Hammond, what is it, Charlene? A Hammond B3 organ. He's originally from Lackawanna, New York, and this is his debut single on Alfred Lyon and Francis Wolf's Blue Note label, basically a jazz label out of New York City. His first of two, a tune written by Hugh Masekela. Did Hugh Masekela record this too, Charlene? I don't know, but this is from his LP. His name is Lonnie Smith, had an LP called Think, recorded April 16th of 1968 at the Van Gelder Studio in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey. This one produced by Francis Wolf, engineered by Rudy Van Gelder. And the musicians on this track were Lonnie Smith on the Hammond B3 organ, Lee Morgan on trumpet, David, can't see here with my eyes, David, what is this? Fathead Newman, tenor sax, flute, tenor sax, flute was, wait a minute, tenor sax and flute. Okay, Melvin Sparks, guitar, Marion Booker Jr., drums, and from February 69, Mr. Lonnie Smith on the Blue Note label with Son of Ice Bag. Johnny G had to use an ice bag earlier with a bloody nose that was in the shower here, which was a disaster. But anyway, welcome to the Vinyltreasure show. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow with a special in-studio guest. We'll talk more about it in a little bit. But Karen Efron will be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. She is in our YouTube chat room, and she has arrived here. I hope you had a great trip, Karen, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon. And also those of you tuned in on the Oldies and More stream, I am in that chat room, but I have not yet gone there. But let's open up the vocal portion here. I picked the first three records, and this one is like one of my favorite records. It was a tune that my aunt used to play. I ended up getting a promo copy of this. The only thing I don't like about it, it's the same song on both sides, but you get if you wear one side out, you can play the other side, as they both play plug. But anyway, this tune was first done originally by Sam Cooke. He did it back in 1962 for the RCA record label. And I remember when my aunt came home with a bunch of 45's. This was one of them in the fall of 1968. And she would play this for me. I was just 10 years old at the time. Maybe not. Just turned 10 years old. The singer was an original member of the Falcons. You know, the Falcons of You're So Fine fame from 1959, plus other great recordings by that group. But he went solo in 1963 with releases on Lupine and Atlantic and Suffice Records. But in 1966, he signed with Stax Records, had 29 releases on the Stax label through 1975. This was his ninth from October 1968. We open up the vocal portion with Mr. Eddie Floyd, who is still around, folks. Eddie Floyd on the Stax label, and his rendition of the tune, Bring It On Home to Me. Eddie Floyd. Here you go, folks.
If you ever
There you go. Great memories for John. I am messing up tonight, boy. I didn't put the host thing on here. I am messing. Well, listen, Johnny G gets to mess up. Don't I get to mess? It was my show, and that brings back lots of memories to your host, Johnny G. Mr. Eddie Floyd there, October 1968 release on the Stax record label. A big hit for him, Bring It On Home to Me. That was number 20 on Cashbox, 17 on the Billboard chart, number 4 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 1 record if you were listening to WCIT in Lima, Ohio. The great Eddie Floyd. Here's another record I selected here. I forget where I bought this tune here, but it wasn't $1. It was a little bit more than that. But I'm guessing this gal is out of New York, and it's her only release. Both sides are pretty good, in my opinion. But this tune, written by ex-Fireflies lead singer Richie Adams and Larry Cusick. This is produced by Jack Gold, arranged and conducted by Leroy Glover. And wait, so it couldn't be her only release if it says first of 2 on the Veep label, Charlene. So something's going on with that one. Charted number 38 on KJAY in West Sacramento, California from August 65. Let's give a listen to Zena Foster. Zena Foster on the Veep record label. It's called Make It Me. Zena Foster. Here you go. So what did you think about that tune? Did you dig that tune there? I think that's a pretty cool tune, don't you think? That her name is Zena Foster. Zena Foster on the Veep record label. That's a subsidiary of United Artists Records, August 1965. Make It Me. Make it the Vinyltreasure show on Wednesday evenings right here on Oldies and More Radio. Also live on the YouTube stream. How's Johnny G looking with the fake fedora. It's a test, folks. You know when they say stuff is made with artificial, I was going to say artificial insemination. No, artificial intelligence. Well, it's got the same initials. But that's what this is. It is a test because I got a big head. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, I like that tune here. One more that Johnny G selected as we go to this singer that by the name of Billy Wood. Billy, wait a minute. Is it an S? Yes, Billy Woods. Sometimes, Wood, Brenton Wood, lots of wood here. That's Billy Woods. And he had 2 releases on the Verve record label. This is his second release. And this tune was recorded in New York City on January 30, 1967. Verve released it in March of 67. And this is produced by Bob Bateman and Lou Courtney. Also, Bob Bateman arranged it. Let's give it a spin. Billy Woods on the Verve label. It's called I Found Satisfaction. Here you go. Billy Woods.
I found satisfaction. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. Set off a chain reaction, how sweet it is. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry no more. I've got enough love to last for sure. And I found all by myself. I didn't need nobody else. I found satisfaction. Yes, I did. Oh yeah. Set off a chain reaction, how sweet it is. Oh yeah. People everywhere are looking for it. They're trying to find it. Satisfaction. They're willing to give their all to have it. Satisfaction. But if you listen to what I say, your search will be over right away, and you can find it by yourself. You don't need nobody else. I found satisfaction. Yes, I did. Oh yeah. Set off a chain reaction. How sweet it is. Oh yeah. Stop lying to yourself. You're not fooling nobody else. You can find it anywhere you go. But there's a few things that you ought to know. Put your mind at ease and set your conscience free. I found satisfaction. Yes, I did. Oh yeah. Set off a chain reaction. How sweet it is. Oh yeah. I found it by myself. I didn't need nobody else. I found satisfaction. Don't you know I found satisfaction? You know I found satisfaction. You know that you can find. Yeah, you can find satisfaction. Everybody can find. Don't you know I found satisfaction? Yeah, I found.
There you go. The sound of soul here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I've been keep on playing with this microphone here. That is Mr. Billy Woods, his second of 2 on the Verve record label, March 1967. I Found Satisfaction is the name of the tune. If you find satisfaction in this show, I hope you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, I'm featuring all requests for the remainder of the evening. If there's a song that you, or if there's a 45 that you know that I play, I can do instant requests on flip sides of records. I can't go down to the No Humidity basement and pull up the 45's. That is too much. Although I have about 6,000 or 7,000 over here, up here in the attic where I broadcast here. But there's lots of records in multiple rooms here in the house. But anyway, let me get one in here because I know David Vielma is on his lunch break. And I know one of the artists he said that he likes is this gal. Originally from Charleston, South Carolina. She would move to Evanston, Illinois in 1956. She would become the lead singer of a vocal group called the Druvels, okay, and which included her sisters, Lorraine and Emma, and a male singer. The bass of the group, Carlton Black was his name. And in 63, I think it was, well, I don't know if it was 64, it might have been late 63. Their first release was a song called Tell 'Em, and she would go as a solo singer. She would record that as a solo in 1967, but she has a number of great solo releases for the Capitol label. But let's give a spin to her fifth release. This charted number 32 on WBOK. If you were listening in New Orleans, Louisiana, July 1967, Miss Patty Drew will send this one out to David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. Patty Drew on Capitol Records with Stop and Listen for David Vielma. Here you go.
Wait a minute, baby, before you throw this love away. Give a listen, baby. There's something I just got to say. Her lips may burn like fire, but it's not love, it's just desire. Stop and listen to the one who really loves you. Oh, baby, look into the past, you find a trail of broken heart. Then again, baby, before she tears our world apart, be near me when I want you. In time she'll only scorn you. Stop and listen to the one who really loves you. Oh, baby. You're everything to me now. I've got to keep you somehow. Stop and listen to the one who really loves you. Oh, baby, why don't you listen? Give a listen to me. You'd better stop. Hold it. Wait a minute, baby. Don't throw this love of ours away. Wait a minute, baby. You better stop. Listen to me, darling. Give a listen to me. Don't throw our love away. Listen to me.
There you go. That's the great sound of Patty Drew here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to listener David Vielma in our YouTube chat. He's on his lunch break. That's got to be out in California there. David is tuned into the program here. I want to welcome everybody here. Also, I want to say something else. I want to for Veterans Day, which was Tuesday, I want to thank all of you veterans. I know Johnny G has a lot of veterans that tune into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for your service on, and I'm happy to have veterans tuned into this program, listening to this music. And I do have a lot of veterans, so thank you all for tuning in. I hope you had a great day on the 11th. And this is for a veteran that I know, L.A. Arch, in our YouTube chat room. And this is his request. And we go to Detroit, Michigan for this singer. His real name is Kenneth Head. Okay, but he would record as Kenny Carter, and he started back in 1961 recording for United Artists Records, also had a release in 64 on the Jola label. Then he had 3 for the RCA record label, and Arch requested his third release, this tune written by Larry Banks and Milton Bennett, from October of 1966 by request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Here is Mr. Kenny Carter on the RCA label, and the song is called Don't Go. This is for L.A. Arch. Here you go, Arch.
What more can I say? You've said goodbye. Bye, baby. I can make you stay, but I've got to try. Bye, baby. Oh, baby, how can you go, girl? You've got to know, girl, he just wants to use you. He's gonna try to confuse you, girl, and then abuse you, girl, so don't go. Don't go. No, no, please, please, please. Don't go. Girl, don't leave me. Oh no, no, no. Oh, just kiss me once more, then you decide. Baby. And if you're still sure, I'll step aside. Bye, baby. Oh, baby, I'll always love you, and I've always been true. He wants to mislead you. He wants me to concede you, girl, but I need you, girl, so don't go. Don't go. No, no, please, please, please. Oh, baby, please don't go. My baby, please, please, please. Oh, baby, please don't go.
Yeah, that's just, whoops. Johnny G's getting, hold on a second, folks. I was looking for, okay, here we go. Hear that echo here, because what I do is I like the songs, and I raise my speakers up. I can't do that. See, we should all be wearing headphones here, but I don't like headphones. I don't want to play around with the headphones. Anyway, there you go. Great sound there. Great ballad going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Kenny Carter. His third release on the RCA record label. That one came out in October of 1966. Don't Go is the name of the tune. Don't go yet. Johnny G's going to be here till at least midnight tonight, and we'll see how long the copyright police keep Johnny G on. You know, they always give me problems with this show, but let us continue here. And let's fill a request now for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. And he requested this duo from Atlanta, Georgia. And they are not brothers, though. They're known as the Wallace Brothers, but they were cousins. They are Irwin Wallace and Johnny Simon. Okay, they recorded as the Wallace Brothers. First recording back in 1963 for the Royal label. Then in 1964, they signed with Russell Sims label out of Arlington, Tennessee. I think this label was originally out in California, though, then would move to Tennessee. But they had 9 releases on the Sims label. Now, Warren requested their 6th. This tune written by Larry Daniels from October 1965, going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. The Wallace Brothers with Darlin', I Love You So. The Wallace Brothers for Warren. Here you go. As Johnny G gets caught here for 1 second, folks. Hold on a second. That's why I need an elf. Who wants to come over? Who wants to come over and be an elf here in the vinyl? Well, you think my sister Tony would come over here? She made her cameo appearance here. She was like the talk of the show on Sunday. So my sister Tony, who was probably tuned into the program, she asked me for what did you request, Tony? A Tempest record from me? You wanted to hear the Tempest on the Smash label? Where are you getting these songs? But there you go. That one they're going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Wallace Brothers, October 65 on the Sims label. Darlin', I Love You So is the name of that one. That's their 6th of 9. I forget, was it Precious Words? Might have been one of their first or second tunes. That's the one my aunt purchased when that record came out. Busta Bass likes that tune also. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasures Show. Fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo. And actually, we're also going to send this one out to Karen Efron, who will be my in-studio guest tomorrow afternoon with her female leads, with the vocal groups backing her up, male and female, and lots, and not in the Kreider book. That's going to be interesting for Johnny G, because I collected the Kreider book. So, and then she's got some 78s too. That's going to be cool. And I think she said to me, didn't you say, Karen, that's the first time you ever played 78s live on one of your guest spots? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But let us fill this request for Adrian Viterbo. Also, we'll send it out to Karen Efron. And Adrian requested the flip side of this, which I think I played on the Halloween show, called Witchcraft in the Air, okay, as done by this gal from Muskegon, Michigan. Her real name is Betty Jo Haskins, but she recorded as Betty Levette. And her first two releases came out on the Atlantic label. Then she signed with Robert West's Lupine Records out of Detroit. And this is the flip side here of that song, Witchcraft in the Air. And this is from June of 64. Let's give a listen to Betty Levette on Lupine for Adrian and Karen. It's called You Killed the Love. Betty Levette. Here you go. Yeah, scratches and all there on the 45. There you go. By request for Adrian Viterbo. Also, we'll send it out to Karen Efron. Will be my studio guest tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m., 1 to 4 Eastern Standard Time here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is Betty Levette from June 64. You Killed the Love is the name of the tune. I think I said that, Charlene. I did. That's on the Lupine record label. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request now for my YouTube moderator, Amy King. Thank you, Amy, for all you do for the Vinyl Treasure Show. And she requested the Platters. Okay, the Platters on the, well, originally they were on Mercury Records, but after Tony Williams left the group, he was replaced by Sonny Turner, and he kind of took over the lead of the group, actually with the, that might have been maybe in the early 1960s or late 50s, but toward the end, he was doing all the vocals, and they moved over to Music Core Records. And this is a 45 that my aunt purchased in the fall of 1967 also. It was their 7th of 12 for Music Core, and a request for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. This charted number 83 on Cashbox, 70 on the Billboard chart, number 32 on the R&B chart, number 21 if you were listening to WKNR in Detroit, Michigan from October 67. Here are the Platters, Sonny Turner on lead, and it's for Amy King. It's called Sweet, Sweet Lovin' on a Styrene, which I hate styrene. Here you go.
It's a hurting thing when love changes direction. The one you love loses affection. The pain in your heart you just can't take. You miss the someone who gave the heartbreak. Or what happened to love? Sweet, sweet love. Kissing and a hug. Everybody needs love. What can heal a heart when it's broken? Sweet, sweet love. And I ain't joking now. Sweet, sweet love. And baby, oh yeah. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Sweet, sweet love and baby. It's wonderful. You got love and devotion. The kind that sets a fire to your emotion. That certain someone who understand will keep the vows of love that you plant. What happened to love? Sweet, sweet love. Kissing and a hug. Everybody needs love. What can heal a heart when it's broken? Sweet, sweet love. And I ain't joking now. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Yeah. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Oh, what happened to love? Sweet, sweet love. Kissing and a hug. Everybody needs love. What can heal a heart when it's broken? Sweet, sweet love. Now I ain't joking now. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Say it again. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Sweet, sweet love and baby. Yeah. We need love and baby. We need love. We need love, baby. Love, 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 love. Everybody, we need love. Everybody needs love. Everybody, we need love.
There you go. That one there going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat. Amy, you got that on your rotation of the songs that you listen to. And listen, folks, she's got other Platters recordings that she likes. I'm very impressed, Amy. I am, because that's a cool tune. October 1967. Those are the Platters there. Sonny Turner on lead. Their 7th release for the Music Core record label. Sweet, Sweet Lovin' is the name of the tune. Cool tunes here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here, tuning into the program. If you are new to the Vinyl Treasure Show, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We're up to 2,000, was it 2,320, I think, or maybe 21, I think, today. That is a lot as we continue. And let's fill a request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room, Mr. Charles Ellis, as we go to New York for this gal, recording first for the Segway label back in 1962, but her next release was on the New York City Soul label. That was in 1963. Her name, Gloria Glenn. Okay, but she what did she, Charlene? Was she did she record as Gigi on those labels? I think, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, she recorded here as Billy Dearborn. Billy Dearborn. This is on I think this is Bob Cruz label, Dynavoice Records. Tune written by Herb Bernstein and Lawrence Russell Brown, and it was also produced and arranged by Herb Bernstein. This did chart regionally. This was a number 18 record on WAME, if you were listening, down in Miami, Florida, from September 66. Going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room, Billy Dearborn. And the song is called, one word, it's called Down. This is for Avatar. Here you go.
Oh, no, I'm down.
There you go. Her name is Billy Dearborn. Billy Dearborn there. And Malcolm Baumgart mentions that she sounds like Timmy Euro. Yeah, she does sound a lot like Timmy Euro. That's September 1966. That's on the Dinah Voice record label. Down is the name of the tune. Hopefully you're not feeling down when you're tuned in to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for being here. I will be back tomorrow afternoon with an in-studio guest, Karen Efron, and also on Saturday night, beginning at 9 p.m., more of your requests, but 1950s and early 60s 45s out of my collection. So if you do have a request, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and I got all the 45s to play here. Now, Johnny G will never run out of 45s, I can tell you that much. But let us continue here. We got a big following over in the UK that listen to Johnny G live and also on the archive. And one of those UK listeners is David Dallison. Thank you, David, for your interesting emails. I get a lot of cool emails talking about the early Northern Soul scene back when the records were. It was funny because I was was looking on my Facebook and I saw that John Manship had a half price sale. I was like, really, a half price sale? Because I think his prices are high. But anyway, and I'm not going to do that conversion, and he's just as expensive. But a lot of the records, they took over there across the pond in the late 60s and early 70s, and they were selling them over there. But the acts were much more popular over there, so a lot of the acts that were here in the United States went over to the UK to perform live in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And they stayed there and made a great living. But anyway, so this is for UK listener David Dallison as we go back to Detroit, Michigan now. And this singer, mostly known, really, for his writing contributions to Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire, but he also recorded early in his career, I think originally in 1958, a great tune he does on the Mercury label, but he collaborated with his brother Brian, and together with Lamont Dozier wrote some of the biggest hits in the 1960s for the Sound of Young America, they called it, which was the Motown sound. And he was also a producer and had a number of singles on his own. As I mentioned, first recording for the Mercury label in 58. Then he did 4 on United Artists, and then in 61, he ended up at Motown with 10 releases. Now, Dave requested his 10th release, this tune written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. This did chart for him. This charted number 58 on Billboard, 29 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 4 record in Washington, D.C., if you were tuned into WOOK from, July 1964. Let's give a listen to Eddie Holland. Eddie Holland on Motown Records, going out to Dave Dallison in the UK. It's called Candy to Me. This is for David. Here you go, David.
Sugar don't compare to the sweetness of my baby's loving care. She's handed to me. Oh, sweet handed to me. She's sugar, she's spice, everything that's nice. Oh, sweet handed to me. She's
Here you go. That one there going out to UK listener David Dallison. That's the sound of Eddie Holland. Eddie Holland, his 10th release on the MOTOWN record label, July 1964. Candy to Me is the name of the song. Johnny G's got to stop eating these peppermint patties. Every time I walk by, I take one. Sugar is not good for Johnny G. It's not. But anyway, and Charlene and Brian and a bunch of you like my test fedora. It is a test now, okay, because it is an artificial one before I buy a really nice one and spend some big bucks on a nice one here. But I just wanted to try it out to see. And the testing, because my head is big. I mean, I think it's what did I say? 64 centimeters, I think, is the, and that's like a 3X or something, which is like too big. Same thing with my baseball caps. I can't wear them on my head correctly. I got to wear them on top of the head. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listeners. It's actually a flip side request for listener Bill Obe. Okay, Bill Obe in New Jersey. Last week we featured Jan Bradley for him on the Chess label, her 5th of 9, a song called The Brush Off. Okay, and Bill also requested this week the flip side of the 45, a tune she co-wrote with Don Talty, and I think he's a big name, Don Talty, on some things I just remember. This is arranged by Riley Hampton. This charted number 93 on Billboard, 24 on the R&B chart, and a number 9 record if you were tuned into WVON out of Chicago. Let's go to... what is that, Charlene? It's got to be December 1964. Miss Jan Bradley. Jan Bradley on Chess for Bill Obe. It's called I'm Over You. Here you go. There you go. That's the sound. Johnny G's coughing here. Anyway, listen, it's allergies. And listen, Leonard Mancini, the bloody nose is. I've had the bloody nose in the summertime, and it's something that doesn't heal. It's just not healing. So, I'm in the shower and it's like, it's steamy, and if evidently whatever I had up there, when I blew my nose, it just kind of was, and it wouldn't stop. I mean, it was like, I was like, what am I doing here? But I went to the ENT place and I told the guy, I said, you need to cauterize this thing. And he said, no, just put this ointment on there. Okay, because now that it's starting to get cold now, and when it's dry, it's like not good. Okay, because then you're going to be really prone to this. But I can't touch. One time I was on the air, it was like bleeding. But anyway, there you go. That one there going out. I didn't want to talk about that. Going out to a listener, Bill Obe. That is the sound of Jan Bradley. Of course, you know Jan Bradley. Her big hit was Mama Didn't Lie. And this one, I put these back over here. This one was called I'm Over You. I'm Over You on the Chess record label. Johnny G here with his new fedora here, looking all sporty and whatnot, because I got different colors for different shirts is what I need to do. But let's do a twin spin on the Chess record label here, and this is a request for Cool Ant in our YouTube chat. Now, Charlene had this under the wrong name, starting with the N, but it relates to this tune. And so I don't know if you want me to say this, but I'll let you do that, Cool Ant. It's up to you. But this is a request for Cool Ant in our YouTube chat room. And you know this singer, guitarist, born October 18th, 1926 in St. Louis, Missouri, made his debut in 1954 on the Ballad label. I have that record, recording as Joe Alexander and the Cubans. That was his first record, okay? And then he signed with Leonard Chess's Chess label in 1955 and had a big hit with his first release on the Chess label. And you know the song Maybelline. But Cool Ant requested his 28th release for the Chess record label. This is a song he wrote. This was recorded January 7th, January 7th. I don't know what that is, Charlene, 7-9 at Chess Studios. And 10-11 goes to the other page with my crappy print. Okay, in Chicago. It recorded at Chess Studios in Chicago. And it features Johnny Johnson on piano, Louis Satterfield on bass, Odie Payne on the drums, and, of course, the singer Chuck Berry on guitar and vocals. And actually, there is a tenor sax here, George Patterson and Reuben Cooper on the tenor sax. And this charted number 23 on Billboard, 7 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 1 record on KIMN out of Denver, Colorado, if you were tuned in. Let's go to February of 1964 for Cool Ant, Chuck Berry, and asking the question, Nadine, parentheses, is that you? For Cool Ant. Well, here you go.
As I got on a city bus and found a vacant seat, I thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. I shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down. I think I see her, please let me off the bus. Nadine, honey, is that you? Oh, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seem like every time I see you, darling, you got something else to do. I saw her from the corner when she turned and doubled back and started walking toward a coffee-colored Cadillac. I was pushing through the crowd trying to get to where she's at, and I was campaign shouting like a southern diplomat. Nadine, honey, is that you? Oh, Nadine, honey, where are you? Seem like every time I catch up with you, you are up to something new. driver left, leaning out the taxi window, trying to make a hair. Nadine, honey, is that you? Oh, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seems like every time I see you, darling, you up to something new.
There you go. I got some new people that came into the chat room. Hi, Nathan Mosier. Hi, and someone else, Peoples, I think, came into the chat room. So I got to. Johnny G discombobulated on a Wednesday evening. So there you go. You should know. Many of you should know that tune there by Mr. Chuck Berry. That one there going out to Cool Ant in our YouTube chat room. Where's page 3? Here you go. And page 4. So here it is up on the top here. There you go. That one there from, wait a minute. That's page 3. I just had the page. Chuck Berry with Nadine, Honey, Is That You is the name of the tune. That's on the Chess record label. Where's the year here? Page 1, 2, 3, and page 4. And is it page 5? Johnny G losing his mind. But anyway, where'd it go? I had it here. See what happens when you don't have your cataract surgery? Yeah, here it is. I see. Oh, because I'm looking for Cool Ant, and it's under the ends, Charlene. That's... It's on page 11. Jeez. See, Charlene, it's right here. There, I don't know the month. February 64. There you go. That's Mr. Chuck Berry. As Johnny G gets discombobulated here, let me put me on here. So when I do that, it kind of, I need like a bigger space here. Like I need one of those round discs to do this for all the action that goes on here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. But anyway, let us continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Don Folletti, who was tuned into the program. Don, thank you so much for your email and tuning into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Really feel honored that Don is tuning into this program. I do, and he is a actually Don Folletti, very important into the in the early 1960s with the revival of some of the music here. Done so much for the music, and I'm glad that he's tuning into Johnny G. But he made this request with this gal. I think she's from the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken. She definitely recorded for a label owner from the Bronx. Okay, Miss Zell Sanders, and this is on the Zell's label, Zells. But this gal, her name is Ada Ray Kelly, okay, is her name. But she recorded as Ada Ray, and she was a member of the Janettes. I think the Janettes that recorded at the time Sally Go Round the Roses. That was a big hit, okay, that was put out on Tough Records, you know, and Zell Sanders and the girls had a big hit with that, probably the biggest hit for Zell Sanders. That was 1963. But she had 3 solo efforts, okay, on Zell Sanders' Zell's label. And Don Folletti requested her first of 3. Okay, December of 1962 is when this came out. Her name is Ada Ray. It's on Zell's Records. This is by request for Don Folletti. It's called I No Longer Believe in Miracles. This is Ada Ray for you, Don. Here you go.
I no longer believe in miracles. My miracle didn't prove true. I no longer believe you should put your all
There you go. That's December 1962 release there for Ada Ray. Ada Ray on the Zell's record label by request for listener Don Folletti. It's called I No Longer Believe in Miracles. I think with their next two releases, she was known as Ada Crybaby Ray. And I think that was Zell Sanders that was like telling her to get on with the record, but they left it in there for the gimmick to do. But I don't know. It really didn't, the record probably didn't sell, really. I don't think it's that easy to find that 45. Even the other two, I think, are harder to find. But there you go for Don Folletti, tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show, Miss Ada Ray. As we continue here on Vinyl Treasures, and let's fill a request now for listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro, as this singer, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, first recording in the early 1960s, was a member of the Valentinos, recording for Sam Cooke's Star record label. But then the group would sign with Leonard Chess's Checker record label in the fall of 1965. The lead of the group would have his first solo effort, but on the Checker label, I think. Yeah, Checker Records. And he also recorded for many other labels. He would sign with Minute Records in 1967, had 9 releases on the label. This was his last one. It looks like this was in, maybe it was in a fire, or it was in a flood, because what happens, one of the worst things for records is to get wet and damp down in a flood or whatever, because the labels could, and I tried to clean this, and when you start cleaning the records that were damaged with water damage, you start to kind of erase the ink. So it was, I tried to clean this up the best. The vinyl's nice, but not the label, unfortunately. But this is his 9th release that Frank and Jerry requested. And he wrote this tune together with Darryl Carter. This is produced by Chip Smallman, arranged by Mike Leach and Bobby Womack, the singer. This charted number 93 on the Billboard chart, number 14 on the R&B chart, and a big number 4 record if you were tuned in up in Chicago to WVON from March 1970. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, Mr. Bobby Womack. It's called More Than I Can Stand. This is for Frank and Jerry. Here you go.
Talking in my sleep.
as Bobby Womack. Bobby Womack by request for listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That one there from March of 1970, his ninth release on the Minute record label. Song entitled More Than I Can Stand. That's the A side. Frank also requested the flip side of the 45. So let Johnny G flip this 45 over. And this tune, again, written by Bob Morrison, produced by Chips Moman, and arranged by the singer Bobby Womack and Glenn Spreen and Mike Leach. March 1970, B-sides here for Mr. Bobby Womack. It's called Arkansas State Prison for Frank and Jerry. Here you go.
Arkansas State Prison. Want to hear all about it? Come sit down and listen. I slaved away, picking cotton till I thought my back was breaking. 3 meals a day, all I ate was black-eyed peas. The clammy hand upon my shoulder. Mr. Dad was telling me that I'd never get a minute older. I was a man, I refused to play along with Memphis Red. I'm the bird of God. Better left unsaid. He insisted, but I resisted. He wouldn't stop. I grabbed a shovel and I opened up his head. He wouldn't stop. I grabbed a shovel and I opened up his head. All the dogs took a good look at what I'd done and a what I'd done.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That is Bobby Womack. That is the B-side to More Than I Can Stand, a song entitled Arkansas State Prison. March 1970 releases their ninth release, or I should say Bobby Womack's ninth release for the Minute record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. If you're digging on the tunes and digging on Johnny G's kind of imitation fedora, please give me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is my first show of the week. I will be back tomorrow afternoon in special in-studio guest. Karen Efron will be here bringing her original 45's and 78's female leads with female and male backing, not in the Kreider book. So for you collectors there that collect those records, you should tune into that program. Tell your friends about it tomorrow, 1 p.m., 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back on Saturday night right here on YouTube, and also Oldies and More beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with the 50s and early 60s. So if you have any vocal group favorites or your father's or grandfather's favorites, you got to send them to Johnny G at Vinyltreasures at AOL.com. A lot of the listeners from that time, like my mother, who's 89, she's not really computer literate, but I set her up downstairs. And I know some of the listeners that tune in or find out about this program, they want to tell their parents about it because they don't know, and they end up tuning into the program. Or you can set it up if you know how to do it, because if you subscribe, but you got to sign into YouTube, you should receive an email. And it's easy to do if you set it up as a favorite. They can go to the main site, and when Johnny G is on, there should be you'll see a thing in a red box, live. That's when Johnny G is live. And plus you can listen to the archives is what you can do. So anyway, that's the way to do it. But let us continue here. Let's fill requests for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Now, Charlene, I never knew this about this singer, but Chris requested the singer on this. He was 359-pound singer. Well, I guess we can put it that way. Listen, that's well, I don't want to say, I've known people that are a little bigger than that too, by the way. But the singer, born in Richmond, Indiana, he formed this group in 1963 up in Chicago, Illinois. His name, James Ramsey, but he recorded as Baby Huey. I don't know how much of a baby at 359 pounds, and he formed this group with guitarist Johnny Ross, Melvin Deacon Jones, who was the organ player and trumpeter, Dennis Moore on the drums, Plato Jones on percussion, Danny O'Neill on guitar, Rick Marcotte on trumpet, Byron Watkins on tenor sax. And this song that Chris requested, first issued on the Stan label, which out of Chicago in 1964. There's 3 releases on this song. It also came out on USA, which I thought I had, but I found it by chance on the Dick Simon's Satellite label out of Chicago. And of course, with different flip. It has a different flip on this. And that's the one I'm featuring. This song first done by Junior Wells back in 1960 on the Chief label, a tune written by Mel London, who owned that Chief label. But this is from June 66, my release here. For Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room, Baby Huey with the Babysitters, okay, on Satellite Records. It's called Messin' with the Kid. This is for Chris Reed. Here you go.
What's this talk going around town? You tell everybody you're gonna put the kid down. Oh Lord, hey, look at what you did. You can call it what you want, but I call it messing with the kid. You drive my car all around town. You tell everybody you're gonna put the kid down. Oh Lord, hey, look at what you did. You can call it what you want, but I call it messing with the kid. I work all day on a 8-hour shift. You spend my money like it comes as a gift. Oh Lord, hey, look at what you did. You can call it what you want, but I call it messing with the kid. Oh, let's do a little messing now.
with a kid. Hey, what you doing now? Watch out. You better stop messing around now. Oh, let me loose now. Come on. Oh, Lord. Hey, look at what you did. You can call it what you want, but I call it messing with a kid.
Wow, that you gotta listen, don't throw your hips out on that record because that is a fast record. It's not my mother's birthday, not till January 11 is her birthday, so it's not up. She'll be 90 on January 11. But anyway, there you go. That is going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Baby Huey and the Babysitters. That originally released in, what did I say, 1963 originally on the first label, in 65 on the USA label, and I have the third press on Satellite Records, okay, which came out in June of 66. Baby Huey and the Babysitters with Messin' with the Kid. Nobody messes with Johnny G, okay, because I never back down, as many people know. But let us continue here, and I like this next tune as we go out to Los Angeles, California with this request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This group had 18 releases for Lou Bedell's Dore record label between the years 1964 and 1967. Now, Edmund requested their second overall release. It's a female lead with male backing, okay? This song is an old tune that dates back to 1948, first done by Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole did this song first, but this one charted number 83, both on Cashbox and Billboard, and this was a big number 2 hit on KRLA, if you were listening in Los Angeles, California. And it features Eleanor Green on lead. There's an interesting clip on American Bandstand where Dick Clark introduces this group, and they come out, and a lot of the nation did not know this song, but all the kids that were sitting on the bleachers there, they all knew this record, and they really loved it. And it's a shame they only performed this side of the record. They didn't perform the other side, which I think they pulled. But I have a DJ copy with the original vocal flip side that Edmund also requested. So we're going to hear both sides of this 45. As I mentioned, Eleanor Green is on lead, and they had leather outfits. The guys had leather suits, and she had a leather dress on. It's from July 64. Here's my leather hat. Of July 64, let's give a listen to the Superbs. The Superbs on the Dore label. It's called Baby Baby All the Time for Edmund Williams. Here you go.
Baby.
Time.
That's out of Los Angeles, California. The sound of the Superbs. The Superbs. That is, what did I say? Eleanor Green. Eleanor Green on lead. And I wish I met them. I would have loved to seen them at the autograph table. I say, will you autograph my 45, Eleanor? And all the other group members there. But I don't know. I think, Charlene, we got to get the group members on this because I think they're different members on a lot of, and they released, I don't know what Lou Bedell was doing there, mix and matched a bunch of their records with different flip sides and whatnot. But I don't know why they pulled this flip side here. Maybe they thought maybe it sounded too much like the A side, but because Edmund didn't give me the title of the flip side, so I told him, I said, what do you mean that? Raindrops record? It's an instrumental. Okay, but originally when this record came out, they had a vocal on the flip side, and I have the vocal. It's probably the harder press to get, but I think it's Dore 7, what is it? Mine is Dore 715. Okay, so let's flip it over here. This tune written by group member Bobby Swain. He was one of the members. And again, with Eleanor Green on lead. This was later replaced with an instrumental. And, well, we don't have the name of it, Charlene. And it was, and then it was re-released on a Dore 722, and it did chart on the second go-round, number 31 on KRLA. This record played in the LA area and was a popular group. From July 64, let's flip over the Superbs, Baby Baby All the Time. You get this as the flip side. It's called Sad, Sad Day. It's going out to Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Here you go, Edmund.
My best friend for a date. She had the nerve to say she could hardly wait. I want to say, I want to say, I want to say, I want to say, it's a sad, sad day in my life.
That's the sound of the Superbs here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Boy, Eleanor Green can really, she's got a high voice there. And that song entitled Sad, Sad Day, that is the original B-side of the 45. Prior to that, we heard Baby Baby All the Time, a big hit on KRLA, number 2 record out in Los Angeles, California. That one there going out to Edmund Williams. The Superbs are superb. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're digging on my new fedora. It's an imitation fedora. But let us continue here. Fill a request now for listener Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat as we go back to Chicago, Illinois, for this great group. First recording for OK Records, and then they moved over to Brunswick Records. Had 16 releases on the Brunswick label, and this was their first release, a tune produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Sonny Sanders, and this features Marvin Smith on lead, who co-wrote this tune. This charted number 55 on Billboard, number 9 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WBEE if you were listening in Chicago, Illinois, from September 66, going out to Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room, the great Artistics. It's called I'm Gonna Miss You, the Artistics, for Joseph Smith. Here you go.
Tried so hard not to confess that you were the only one to ensure my happiness. Your sweet loving I can't resist, and I know your sweet loving I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss you, baby. I know I'm gonna miss you. A kiss goodbye could put a flame in my heart. Loving you so it tears me all apart. My lonely days and my lonely nights. Oh, how I dream of holding you tight. Your sweet loving I can't resist, and I know sweet loving I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss you. I love you with all my heart. We said we'd never part until the day I die. Though you're gone, I still cry. I love you forever. The memory will always remain in my heart. I know I'm gonna miss you, baby. I'm gonna miss you.
Okay, Mark, we will flip it over here as we're going to listen to the next two. We're going to do as I said, Johnny G does instant requests. Because Mark sent, Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room said, Johnny G 2 requests. I did not have those records, but I'm working on some copies of those records. But anyway, that one there going out to Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. September 66, the great Artistics there. Marvin Smith on lead. That's their first release for the Brunswick folks. I'm Gonna Miss You is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over after this tune, which is a request for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. This is the last one I have for you, Ron. And he requested Otis Redding. Otis Redding, he had 19 releases on the Volt record label. Of course, he left us too young, only 26 years old. dying in that plane crash. A horrible, horrible thing. But this is his 11th of 19 for the Volt record label. This one came out in May of 1966. This tune written by Steve Cropper, Eddie Floyd, and Deanie Parker. And this charted number 3 regionally on KATZ if you were listening in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go to May of 66 by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. The great Otis Redding with Don't Mess with Cupid. Here you go for Ron Harry. There you go with the big O there. The great sound of Otis Redding there by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. That is May 1966 release there. Don't Mess with Cupid. That's his 11th of 19 for the Volt record label. We're going to flip that one over there for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. But let's do the flip side of the Artistics record that we played for Oldies fan, I'm Gonna Miss You. This is an instant request for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. These are the Artistics. They're the B-side to their first on the Brunswick label. It's called Hope We Have for Mark Speck. Here you go, Mark.
Success is their desire. Keep on pushing, honey, don't look back. Baby, we can make it if we take the right shot. The only hope we have is in our hearts. Yes,
The B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. A song entitled "Hope We Have." They flip side to the Artistics' "I'm Gonna Miss You," as requested by Oli's fan. And Charlene just saw, I missed a message in the chat room there. If you're still tuned in, or your dad is tuned in, Chico Breen. Okay, I'm reading the message now. It says that he's trying to find a station for his father-in-law, who's 86 and wants to listen to his generation of music. So, really, well, this could be, I'm gonna say this could be his music, but he would probably enjoy the Saturday night show that I do. And maybe tomorrow when Karen Efron is here also. But if you listen, have your father, Chico, see, the Copyright Police came out on that record just now. But have your dad tune in, or have your father or set him up to tune in to the Saturday night show. You can actually, if you go to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show on YouTube, there are, go to my last Saturday night show. And what am I wearing on there? Is that the one with the... with the Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis on the front cover? I don't know if I am. There's like a thumbnail of I've got, or is it the one with the Dell Vikings? But you should check out that show, because that's going to be songs from your father's youth. If he listened to the radio, I don't know what part of the country possibly, but I play all records from all over the country. But those are the 1950s and early 60s kind of vocal group style that I feature on Saturday evening. I think your father, will like that, because he's just 3 years younger than my mother, who's 89. She's gonna be 90 in January. But I'm sure he would like those 50s songs that I play on the Saturday night show. And I'll be back live with those records, on Saturday night. So be sure to subscribe and click that bell so you get all notifications when Johnny G goes live. Now let's go back to the 45's. Let's flip over Ron Harry's request, Otis Redding, his 11th release for the Volt record label, called "Don't Mess with Cupid." This is an instant request going out to Avatar, who said his dad had this 45 and played this record. So that's great that you remember that. Avatar, May 1966. Let's flip over "Don't Mess with Cupid." Mr. Otis Redding, instant request for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room. It's called "My Lover's Prayer." The big O for Avatar. Here you go.
My lover's prayer. I hope it'll reach out to you, my love. This is my lover's prayer, and I hope you can understand it, my love. My life is such a weary thing, but in my ears, oh, this prayer just ring and ring. You keep me wanting, waiting and wishing, when I know deep down I'm not to blame. What you gonna do tonight?
Instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one they're going out to Avatar. Okay, going out to Avatar. That is the sound of the Big O, Otis Redding there. That is the flip side to Don't Mess with Cupid, My Lover's Prayer. That one they're going out to a listener, Avatar. And there's a copyright police coming out to Johnny G. So that's that as we are and see it's early, okay, and I still have some hits to play here, so we'll see what it does. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Grayland, aka G Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This singer, songwriter, and producer from Detroit, Michigan. Met songwriter and producer Jack Ashford, who convinced her to sign with his Pied Piper production team. Okay, not only as a writer, but also as a performer. And the result was a release on Joe Armstead's giant record label, a song called What Can I Do, which would be picked up by RCA Records, which Charlene, what is this? That was her, what was that, her first release on the label? Yeah, because it came out on Giant, and then RCA picked it up. But here's her second of three. That needs to be taken out of that. This is her second of three, a song she co-wrote, arranged by Herbie Williams. Okay. Well, this is I don't know what this is. This charted number 32 on WJMO. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. So this is for Grayland, okay? Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room, October 66, Miss Lorraine Chandler. Lorraine Chandler on the RCA label. It's called I Can't Hold On. I Can't. Here you go, Grayland, for you. Well, that is a cool dancing tune. They like to, geez, now the copyright police are out. They are coming out with every record, although they're not going to come out on the next record, that is for sure. There you go. That is the sound of, of Lorraine Chandler. Lorraine Chandler, October 1966, her second release for the RCA record label. I Can't Hold On is the name of the tune. Now, Johnny G's Trying to Hold On is what I'm trying to do. Oh, Tommy, I got a record for Tommy in the YouTube chat, who's in YouTube now. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Jim Lampley in Texas. I luckily found this record as we go to Cleveland, Ohio for this group. First recording as the Five Lyrics, a very rare 50s vocal group record on Music City that Johnny G does not own. Okay, but they recorded on a bunch of different labels during their career, Bridge Records and Cowtown and Mama Records, which I have those 45s. I wish I had that Five Lyrics. But this is on the Courier label, which is out of Fremont, Ohio. This is owned by Robert Brown, and the tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Ike Perry, and of course his group was called The Lyrics. Okay, they're backing him up. And this one would later, did this later come out on the Mama label? This came out a few times. But anyway, I have it on Courier Records, 1964 release. Ike Perry and His Lyrics, going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. It's called Don't Let It Get You Down. I won't, Johnny. Don't Let It Get You Down. Ike Perry and the Lyrics. Here you go, Jim in Texas. That's from 1964. That one there going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. That is Ike Perry and his group, The Lyrics there. I featured it on the Courier record label. Don't Let It Get You Down is the name of the tune. As we continue here on the 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's our first show of the week, so thank you all for being here. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Johnny G just plays the records with my new imitation fedora as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Tommy Hammond in our YouTube chat. As Mark Speck mentioned in the chat room, make sure you click your hearts, because at this stage of the show, the copyright police are going to come out of their car and get Johnny G. If they shut this show down, it's only 11:07. That means I will do, and they shouldn't, because I haven't really had that many, but if they so happen to shut this show down, I will put on a part 2 of the show, so you're going to have to refresh your browsers to see it, but that's if they black it out, because if they do, then we're going to, if I start anew, then I don't have to worry for at least 2 hours or 2.5 hours. But anyway, but this is a request for Tommy Hammond in our YouTube chat room, as, wait a minute, what did I do with the, into Detroit a lot tonight, okay? And there's another sound of Motown, although this group dates back to 1956, okay, recording for Chess Records, but they also had releases on Columbia and also Riverside before signing with Motown. They had 33 releases on the Motown record label, and this was their 4th release, okay? And the group included lead singer Levi Stubbs, Abdul Duke Fakir, if I said his name right, Ronaldo Obi Benson, and Lawrence Payton, collectively known as the Four Tops. This is written and produced again by the Holland-Dozier Holland team, and this charted this is number 1 on the Billboard charts, number 1 on Cashbox, number 1 on the R&B charts, and number 1 all over the United States. So Tommy Hammond, get ready to click those hearts there for you. Levi Stubbs on lead, April 65. Well, it's a great record. The Four Tops on Motown. And sometimes this happens to Johnny G when it comes to buying records. I can't help myself. This is going out to Tommy in our chat room. Here you go, Tommy. Yeah, styrene 45's here. That's what those people on the East Coast buying that 45, they were getting that styrene press. But there you go, Copyright Police. I was surprised it took them a while to come out there. That doesn't mean they're not going to shut my program off. But there you go, the great sound of Levi Stubbs and the Four Tops there. Their fourth release for the MOTOWN record label from April 65 release there for Tommy Hammond in our YouTube chat room. I can't help myself. Sometimes I just can't help myself. As we continue here, and let's go to the blues now. You've been requesting blues 45s lately here on the Vinyltreasure Show. This is going out to Record Ralph up in Syracuse, New York. This blues artist, guitarist, and harmonica player. And played him, was it last week? Or was it on the Saturday night show, I think? Let's see. Is this his real name, Chester Arthur Burnett. Okay, but he recorded by as Howlin' Wolf. And Charlene, is the exact same thing from the Friday night show. But anyway, this is his 25th release. Wait a minute. I should say, last week I played his 25th release on the Chess record label called The Red Rooster, as requested by Barbara. Okay, she gave me a request this week, but I didn't have the Ike and Tina Turner tune. I thought I had all their Blue Thumb releases, but I didn't have it. So I said, she goes, it's no big deal. I said, well, give me another one to play. They got so many great records that they do, but she did not. But this is a request for Record Ralph. It's his 23rd release for Leonard Chess's Chess label. This was issued in January of 1961, and we're listening to Howlin' Wolf on the Chess label. And I always go through the front door. I rarely go through the back door, always the front door. This song is called Backdoor Man by request for Record Ralph, Mr. Howlin' Wolf. Here you go. This had an edge warp. I wasn't sure it was going to play, but it does play. I got to be very gentle when I turn the player on. So here we go.
Any man sing, I am
as the copyright police, they coming out here. They're coming out after Johnny G. There you go. That one they're going out to listener Record Ralph. Okay, the sound of the blues here, Mr. Howlin' Wolf. Howlin' Wolf from January 61. It's on the Chess record label. That's his 23rd release. It's called Backdoor Man is the name of the tune. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You people have your mind in the gutter there, Ivart. As we continue here on a Wednesday evening, let's fill a request now for listener Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. As this gal is from Greenwood, Mississippi, and a favorite here on the 60s Soul Show. Now, she signed with Vivian Carter's VJ record label in 1963. I'm still looking for her releases on the Cobra record label. That went for a lot of money. I think it was on Don Folletti's auction. They went for some bucks. And I tried to go for those records. I didn't get them, but I would like to have them. But she signed with Vivian Carter in 1963, had 13 releases through 1966, and 4 were duets with Jerry Butler. But here is her 4th release for VJ. This tune written by Jerry Goffin and Carole King, produced by Calvin Carter, and arranged by Johnny Pate from May 64. Let's give a listen to Betty Everett. Betty Everett on the VJ label for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. The song is called I Can't Hear You. This is going out to Malcolm, listening in the UK. Here you go, Malcolm.
Sorry, baby. Tell me you wanna come on back home where you belong. There you go again, lying and alibiing, singing that same old worn-out song. Here it comes now. Hey, sorry, baby. I can't hear you no more. Sorry, well, I heard it all before. Sorry, you ain't reached me no how, no way, no time to doomsday. I can't hear you no more. I can't hear you no more. You walked out on me once too often now, and I can't take no more. You're jiving, that's the truth. I ain't about to let you run me into the ground. This girl ain't thrown away her youth. Not hardly. Hey, I can't hear you no more. Well, I heard it all before. You ain't reached me no how, no way, no time to doomsday. I can't hear you no more. I can't hear you no more. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, You ain't reached me no how, no way, no time to doomsday. I can't hear you no more. I can't hear you no more. You gotta speak up louder. You gotta speak up louder. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. Just a little bit louder.
That's the sound of Betty Everett going out to a UK listener, Malcolm Baumgart, in our YouTube chat room. That is Betty Everett from May 64, her 4th release for the VJ record label. I Can Hear You is the name of the tune. Well, definitely the copyright police are hearing Johnny G as we continue here. Maybe we'll throw them off with this request, or I should say this record I'm sending out to Timbo C in our YouTube chat room. As he said to Johnny, well, give me another artist, Timbo C, that you enjoy. And listen, Timbo likes Jamaican music. If you like Johnny Nash or other, I don't have many Jamaican records in my collection, although there were a whole bunch downstairs from the 70s I did find, but I don't know any of the artists, so it's going to be difficult to look for any Jamaican requests on the Jamaican presses I'm talking about. But anyway, we could do Johnny Nash. He's pretty cool. But he likes this artist that I've been featuring for the last couple weeks. This is Buddy Guy. I've been featuring some of his chess releases, and this is a real bluesy tune he does. An interesting title, too, by the way. This is his, had 12 releases on the chess label. This is his 5th release. Okay, when I was looking for that Howlin' Wolf record, because it wasn't filed, my mother put a whole bunch of the chess records in one box, so it's a lot easier for me to find the record. So I found this, and I said, well, maybe Timbo might like this. His 5th release, written and produced by Willie Dixon and Al Perkins, and it's from October 62. Okay, it's Buddy Guy on the chess label. It's called When My Eye Jumps. It's for Timbo C. Okay, Buddy Guy. Here you go.
I've got a strange feeling. Wow! I never felt like this before. Strangest feeling, baby. God knows I never felt like this before. You know, in my left eye, I get to jumping. I don't know which way to go. Begin to crawl. I know you got some other mule. It's kicking in my stall. I got this strange. Wow, I never felt like this before. Everything I do, my baby know what's just going on. I've got the strangest feeling, babe. Wow, I never felt like this before. You know, in my left eye, I get to jumping. Wow, I don't know which way to go.
Yeah, we got the blues here on a Wednesday evening. That one there going out to Timbo C. I got Gary's next. Johnny G getting confused. But there you go, the blues here. That's Mr. Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy from October 1962 on the chess record banner there. When my eye jumps, my eye is tearing, okay? That means I have dry eyes, so I need to put tears in my eyes, like those little droplets in my eyes. I do. But anyway, let us continue here. Copyright police are going to shut me down soon. I got that feeling, I do, as we continue continue here. Fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. And he requested this great group out of Philadelphia. Okay, first recording back in 1961. They recorded for the Gowan label. It was out of Philadelphia. But in 66, they signed with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff's Gamble label. And they had 24 releases. Great tunes they have done through 1974. And you may know their biggest national hit was a song called Cowboys to Girls. Okay, and I'm talking about the Intruders. Now, this is their 6th release for the Gamble label. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Wait, that was their 6th release. This is the group's 17th release, okay? And this is a Gamble Huff pen tuned, and this released in February of 1971. And Bobby Starr took over as the group's lead singer, replacing Sam Brown at this point. And this song charted number 6 on KDKO out of Littleton, Colorado. Let's go to February of 1971. Sounds of the 70s, or Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. Here are the Intruders on the Gamble label, and the song is called I'm Girl Scoutin'. The Intruders for Gary McClendon. Here you go, Gary, for you. There you go, Charlie. We got to change that. That sounds like Sam Brown on lead. That's not the other guy. Maybe he's on the flip side, because you know that what it would happen is, you know, some of the if the singer would leave the group, they would also put, you know, some of the other lead on the flip. They would do that. And that's and sometimes it's and even for myself, unless you have a trained ear to hear, that sounds like the original lead. Although sometimes the other members that step in try to sound like the original lead, but that sounds like the true lead. The Sam Brown, who was the original lead singer of the group. It sounds like him on that. And maybe we're going to flip it over too. But that is I'm Girl Scoutin', and that one they're going out to Gary McClendon from February 71. And Gary also requested the flip side. So let's flip over the 45. And I used to like to eat Girl Scout cookies all the time. Remember the Thin Mints? I don't even know. Do they even have Girl Scouts anymore? I don't even know. Maybe they're not Girl Scouts. I don't even know what it would be today. But they used to have cookies. Maybe they used to be healthy at one time. I don't know if they're healthy anymore. They probably aren't. They probably have so much saturated fat and whatnot in it. But I used to like Thin Mints. And my Aunt Mary used to buy them when she would be down at General Motors. They would, a lot of the guys would sell them for their daughters because they were in the Girl Scouts. And she would bring boxes. I think the worst one, the Samoans, I think were the worst as far as calories go. But anyway, but I like the Thin Mints. Johnny's getting hungry here. And I'm not supposed to have cookies. So I got to resist temptation. Let's flip over this Intruders record for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. This tune, again, written and produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, arranged by Tom Bell, from February 71. The flip side of I'm Girl Scoutin', The Intruders with Wonder What Kind of Bag She's In. Okay, let's see. Maybe this is the new lead singer, Bobby Starr. It's one of the two, Bobby Starr or Sam Brown. Let's hear it. For Gary McClendon, The Intruders. Here you go. It's a touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show, Soul edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That's the Intruders there. That sounds more like the other lead on there, although they were probably all singing there. That one they're going out to Gary McClendon. It's called Wonder What Kind of Bag She's In. Okay, and prior to that, we heard I'm Girl Scoutin'. Everybody's talking about Girl Scouting. Kroger's has a Samoan. That's interesting. It is. I thought the Samoans were dangerous to your health. But anyway, let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman, okay, as we go back out to Los Angeles, California, for the sound of the Vibrations. You know, they started back in 1955. It got together initially, recorded as the Jayhawks first on the Flash and Aladdin record labels. And they changed their name to the Vibes, okay? And then one more change to the Vibrations. Okay, they recorded, they started with their first releases were on the Checker label, but they had two on the Atlantic label, and Ronnie requested their first, this tune written by Aaron Schroeder, Jason Darrow, and John Gluck. It's produced by Artie Ritt. This is with Tico Wilshire and the orchestra. So I don't know, well, Richard Owens is the lead singer on this. It's from September 63. Here are the Vibrations going out to listener Ronnie Sherman. The Vibrations with Between Hello and Goodbye. The Vibrations for Ronnie Sherman. Here you go, Ronnie.
It's a lonely world with dreams that never last. Hellos become goodbyes, and love goes by too fast. Between hello and goodbye, oh how sweet were the moments we'd spend. Moonlight rise through countrysides, wishing they'd never end. Between hello and goodbye, there are so many memories I prize. Summer nights when party lights reflected the love in your eyes. It's a lonely world with dreams that never last. Hellos become goodbyes, and love goes by too fast. Don't close your heart to our love. Oh, my love, it's too precious to die. Those moonlight rides through countrysides, party lights on summer nights we used to know. Between hello and goodbye, between hello and
That's an unusual sound for the Vibrations. They're usually a little bit more, more with the up-tempo side there, but that's an interesting tune there. That one there by, by request for Ronnie Sherman. September 63 released the Vibrations on the Atlantic label Between Hello and Goodbye. What is that? My Girl Sloopy is the other one, I think, that they do on the Atlantic record label. And let us continue here. Let's fill a request now. I got to get one in for another one in for Leonard Mancini, and for this is for Kid Kilowatt. Here we go on page 8 and 9 as we go out to Nashville, Tennessee, to Ernie Young's Excello record label, page 8. Where is page 9? Here we go. Kind of split it. A request for Kid Kilowatt, this singer-born James Moore, just outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He played both guitar and neck rack harmonica. Okay. getting in the mood for chicken necks now. Neck Rack Harmonica, signed with Ernie Young's Excello record label in 1957, and to differentiate himself from other artists recording for Excello, for another artist recording on Excello by the same name, of Harmonica Slim. Okay, he took his wife's suggestion to be called Slim Harpo. Okay, I guess. Okay, and his biggest hit was in 1966 called "Baby Scratch My Back," which was his 12th release for the Excello label. He had 22 releases in all between 1957 and 1970, and this was his 6th release. Actually, it's the B-side. Okay, a tune he wrote. So Charlene, it says James Moore, so that's him. Yes, a.k.a. Slim, and Jerry West, a.k.a. J.D. Miller. This chart, well, Charlene, is this the side or was it the flip side that charted here? I don't know. Okay, so she's got this. She's got this. I thought there was a flip side here, but maybe not. Double check that, because the flip side of this, I thought the flip side of this was the hit called "Raining in My Heart," but maybe I'm wrong. Charlene has the information, but. She's got charted action here. She says that it charted number 34 on Billboard, 17 on the R&B, and this was a number 1 record on KBOX. I would think it was the flip side, but I don't know. Charlene will have to correct me. And it's from January 61 for Kid Kilowatt, Mr. Slim Harpo on the Excello label. It's called "Don't Start Crying Now," Slim Harpo. Here you go, kid.
You ain't never had to cry, baby, don't start crying now. You ain't never had to cry, baby, don't start crying now. You ain't never loved me, baby, didn't mean me no good, no how. Well, the man you got, baby, he don't mean you no good. Well, the man you got, baby, he don't mean you no good. Reckon you darling in your neighborhood. Well, cry, baby, you can cry here all night long. You can cry, baby, cry all night long. But when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna find your good man gone. Oh, yes, you will. Your woman, take one look at mine. You've been bragging about your woman, take one look at mine. She's just as sweet as any angel, wanna love me most all the time.
There you go. That one there by request for Kid Kilowatt, Mr. Slim Harpo. Copyright police are out, folks. I lost my place. EFGHIJ. Yeah, there you go. It's up at the top here. January 1961. That is Slim Harpo Slim Harpo on the Excello record label. That's the flip side of Raining in My Heart. Song entitled Don't Start Crying Now is the name of the tune. As we continue here, we are in, let's fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini, as this group hails from St. Louis, Illinois? St. Louis, Illinois? Okay. I thought St. Louis was in Missouri. I don't know. But they first recorded in 1968 for the Arch record label, then on Vanessa Records in 1970. Now, this is their second of 7 on Stan Lewis's Paula record label. This is a Louisiana label, Sam. And the lead singer on this, his name is Phil Terry. And this was a big #1 record on WNOV in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from April of 72 now. We are in the early 70s here on the 60s edition. Here are the Montclairs. The Montclairs on Paula Records for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. It's called Dreaming Out of Season. The Montclairs. Here you go. Yeah, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. Copyright Police, man, they are on my tail. And those are, with Charlene, there is a typo there, I think, because Mark Speck says it's Perry, not Terry. Right, Mark? I think you said that. And that is the sound of the Montclairs. as I lost my place. April 1972, the Montclairs on the Paula label. Dreamin' Out of Season, that's Phil Perry on lead. That was their second of 7 on the Paula record label. Let us continue here. Fill a request now for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat. I like this song here, as this next singer, you know this singer, originally from Washington, D.C., was a member of the Marquis, but he would become one of Berry Gordy Jr.'s pride singers, top singers for the Motown record label, that being Tamla Records. He would head to Detroit in 1960, sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label, to have about, 53 releases or so through 1986. Okay, and that included duets, with Kim Weston and Mary Wells, and I think he sang with, didn't he sing with Diana Ross too? I think he did. And Kim Weston, I said, and of course Tammy Terrell. Can't forget her. But this is his 22nd release, another Holland Dozier Holland tune, charted number 34 on Cashbox, 35 on Billboard, number 7 on the R&B chart, and a number 4 record on WRAW in Reading, Pennsylvania. Here is the great Marvin Gaye going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room, June 67 release. It's called Your Unchanging Love. It's a good tune. It's going out to James Brown. Here you go, James.
Your love and tender arms, I can always come home to them. And I'm gonna hold on to your unchanging love. Gonna hold on to your unchanging love. I need you, baby, baby, I need you right now. I used to have no friends, then I could count. But now all of my so-called friends are gone, since I lost every bit of my bank account. Darling, I'm tired of running round, so in your arms I'm gonna settle down. 'Cause if I don't have a dime, I know your love is mine, and I'm gonna hold on to your unchanging love. Yeah. And I'm gonna hold on to your unchanging love. I need you, baby, baby, I need you right now. Darling, everybody needs somebody. Ooh, I need you. I know now, nobody really loves me, honey, 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 the way you do. One more thing, I've changed girls in my life as often as I've changed my suits, only to learn the only true happiness is being, honey, being loved by you. That's why I'm gonna hold on to your unchanging love. I'm gonna hold on, baby, to your unchanging love. I need you, baby, got to keep on holding on. I'm gonna hold on, baby, to your unchanging love. I need to love you. You got the kind of love that won't stop. I'm gonna hold
you go, folks. That's going out to a listener, James Brown, in our YouTube chat room. The great sound of Marvin Gaye. Well, listen, Graylin's got you all beat because he's in the oldies and more chat room there, as I told many of you. Well, listen, the thing is that Karen Efron is going to be here in the studio tomorrow. I got some things to do to set up the studio for her. Let me go on. Oh, I'm not talking here. Let me hold on here. But anyway, so you see that when I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Now, listen, Paul Greco, who listens to the show on the archive, or any of you that come back on the archive, you're going to see that there was no difference in what happened. Okay, but unfortunately, I had too many in a row here, and this is after, about 3 hours here, this is what happened. So it's just terrible that they do this. But anyway, there you go. That one they're going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room, June 67. The great sound of Marvin Gaye on the Tamla label. Your Unchanging Love is the name of the tune. We're going to try it one more time here. Let's see. Error, your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected audio belonging to, it says, it says this. This won't happen on Oldies and More. It says, as of July 22nd, we are increasing the minimum, what? Wait a minute. Or avoid restrictions on YouTube live streaming. Well, we don't want age restriction. Best practices. Minors, guidelines. Your active stream gets, if the stream matches another copyright broadcast. Other restrictions. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But now it's coming back, folks. Okay, so I know it ahead of time. So I will be back. It's stream is no longer blocked. So it should be up. So how come you're not up? Am I showing, folks? No, Mark, now I'm back. I should be back, folks. See, it dropped all the way down to 40. It's too late to get the new stream. But it is up again. So if you look, you should have the live stream up again. Right. So Darren, I see Darren. So I'm back, okay, folks. But anyway, it's probably going to start to continue here. So what I'm going to do is, let's put it this way. I'm going to continue to play, okay. So, but I'll do the sign off now since you can see me, okay. So, and then if it shuts down, because I got a record by The Lost Generation up next on the Brunswick label. So I'm going to play this, but they'll shut me down if it comes up with the copyright here. And if they do, that's going to close the show for the night here, because I got Karen coming in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So we'll do that. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. I'm not closing yet, but if there's the blackout, you might as well go to bed or continue eating your breakfast, those of you that are watching. But anyway, thank you all for being here, and I hope you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, because when I do get the more subscribers, it gives me a little bit more leeway with the copyright police. But thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, for your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. And if you do have a request that you want to get to Johnny G, if there's a record that I can play for you, I definitely will. But you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. So that is the way to get in touch with your Wednesday or your Thursday or your Saturday night DJ. So anyway, and if you missed any of the show, it'll be up momentarily once I shut off. But if you see it before it truly posts with the chat, and I'd only have, something here, I only had top chat on versus live chat. So I don't know if Big Dave Swinger, you were in the chat room tonight. Anybody see Big Dave Swinger? Because I have to manually switch it. But anyway, so if the show has to post in its entirety with the chat, and it'll be there. It shouldn't be blocked or whatever. I don't think I played anything that was so bad tonight. But anyway, let us continue here. And once we get shut off, that'll be the last record, okay? But anyway, so everybody be good, those of you that have to leave or whatever. So that's how we're going to do it. But I expect they're going to shut me down one more time. But this is a request. Actually, two people requested this next tune as we go back to Chicago for this quartet. I think it was Grayland, okay, G-Dog in our chat room, and also Gary McClendon. You both requested this tune as we head to Chicago. The lead singer of this group was a member of the Vondells. Okay, they did, and this group did 6 for the Brunswick label. This is their first, okay. Don't need all this other stuff, Charlene. This tune, written by Larry Brownlee, and the lead singer on this, Laurel Simon. Okay, this is produced by Eugene Record. This is from April of 1970. They're called The Lost Generation on Brunswick. It's called The Sly, Slick, and the Wicked. This is going out to Grayland and also to Gary McClendon. Here you go. We'll try it.
That a woman like you might cry. Of the slick, he thinks he's so quick, and he'll try to pull the wool on over your eyes. But remember, there's one more, and he's the wicked. He shows you a good time. He's gonna gain your confidence, baby, and he'll leave you behind. Yeah, remember.
Okay, there you go, folks. Johnny G was Johnny G was scrambling around here as we are in Vinyltreasure overtime there. There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon and also to Grayland in our YouTube chat room. The Lost Generation. I think I saw a comment there by Mark Speck that there also were some of the members related to the CODs. April 1970 on the Brunswick label, the Sly, Slick, and the Wicked here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here, and let's do a request for UK listener Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room, as this group they hail from Queens, New York, and the lead singer was a member of a girl group, they were a girl group called the Masterettes, recorded for the Lesage record label. Her name was Brenda Reed, and she became the lead singer of the Exciters. And, of course, they had a big smash hit called Tell 'Em that came out on the United Artists label, 1963. They had 6 releases in all on United Artists. This was their final one. And for some reason, United Artists put this out twice with 2 different numbers. This came out on 7/21 in March of 64 and UA number 830 in April of 65. And that's the one I have, and it's a nice vinyl press, which is cool. So this charted number 20 on WOLF if you were listening in Syracuse, New York. Let's go to April of 65, going out to UK listener Malcolm Baumgart, the Exciters on United Artists. It's called We Were Lovers, parentheses, When the Party Began. The Exciters for Malcolm. Here you go. Okay, folks, that is going to do it here for the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'm sorry, they're going to continue to do this. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in this evening, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Those of you that just found out about this program, thank you. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a special guest in the studio here. Karen Efron will be here. She drove down from Canada, and she'll be presenting her records here. Female leads with male and female backing, and records for you collectors that collect the records out of the Kreider book are not in there. So this will be an interesting show tomorrow. So thank you all for tuning in, and I apologize for the copyright police, but that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Mark Speck will get that on next week for you. That Johnny G's got to go. Take care, everybody. See you next time. So long, everybody. Be good. Bye-bye.